The weight of the world presses down. Everything seems to go wrong. You feel overwhelmed, powerless, frustrated. Why me, you ask? Why does life have to be so difficult? But what if this moment, this struggle, isn't a curse? What if it's a test? The Stoics believed that adversity isn't something to fear, but something to embrace. Marcus Aurelius led Rome through war and plague. Epictetus was born into slavery. Seneca faced exile and betrayal. Yet they didn't crumble. They didn't ask, "Why me?" Instead, they asked, "How can I use this?" Pain, setbacks, uncertainty. These aren't roadblocks. They are training. And if you shift your perspective, they can become your greatest teachers. Let's explore how Stoicism transforms hardship into strength. Hardship is an inevitable part of life, but Stoicism teaches that suffering is not in the event itself. It is in how we interpret and respond to it. The Stoics believed that external circumstances are beyond our control, yet our mindset and actions remain entirely our own. Marcus Aurelius, as emperor, endured war and political treachery, yet he focused on inner discipline. Epictetus, despite being born a slave and later losing the use of his leg, taught that true freedom comes from mastering one's own thoughts. Seneca, exiled and later forced to take his own life, used philosophy to transform adversity into wisdom. Their message is clear. Challenges do not diminish us. They forge us. Hardships are not mere obstacles, but opportunities to practice patience, courage, and wisdom. By adopting a Stoic perspective, we can face difficulties not with despair, but with resolve, understanding that every trial is a lesson, every setback a chance to grow. The power of perception. The obstacle is the way. This simple yet profound idea reminds us that every challenge carries the seeds of growth, if we choose to see it that way. Every event has two handles, one that makes it unbearable and one that makes it manageable. The difference lies in perception. Stuck in traffic? You can fume with frustration or take the moment to breathe, reflect, or enjoy a podcast. Failed at something? You can view it as a crushing defeat or as a lesson guiding you toward improvement. Reframing difficulty is the first step to overcoming it. Hardships are inevitable, but suffering is often a matter of interpretation. The mind shapes reality. What we tell ourselves about a situation determines our experience of it. By shifting our perspective, we turn obstacles into stepping stones. Instead of resisting adversity, we can embrace it as fuel for resilience, wisdom, and strength. The problem's never just the hardship itself. It's how we choose to see it, focusing on what you can control. The Stoics teach us that most things in life are beyond our control. Other people's opinions, unexpected events, and the world's chaos are outside our influence. Worrying about them only leads to frustration. What we can control, however, is our mindset, our reactions, and our choices. If someone insults you, you can't dictate their words, but you can choose not to be offended. If life presents obstacles, you can't erase them, but you can decide how to navigate them with resilience and grace. By shifting our focus to what is within our power, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Instead of feeling helpless, we gain clarity and strength. This perspective allows us to act with wisdom and purpose, no matter what life brings. Turning pain into strength. Pain is not just an obstacle, it is a teacher. Hardships test our limits, forcing us to grow, adapt, and uncover our true potential. Every struggle is a lesson in resilience, shaping both our character and our mindset. Seneca wisely said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Just as a soldier gains strength through battle, an athlete improves through rigorous training, and mind sharpens through challenges, we too must embrace adversity. Avoiding struggle does not lead to growth. Facing it head-on does. Pain is a forge, refining us into stronger versions of ourselves. Every setback, every disappointment, every failure is a stepping stone toward wisdom and endurance. Instead of resisting hardship, we should recognize it as part of our transformation. So when life becomes difficult, shift your perspective. See the struggle as preparation. Remind yourself, this is training. Even in the toughest times, there is always something to be grateful for. Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius practiced gratitude by journaling about things he appreciated, even in hardship. This mindset shift helps reframe struggles, focusing on what's right rather than what's wrong. A simple exercise to cultivate gratitude. When you're having a rough day, pause and list 3 things, big or small, that are still good. Maybe it's a supportive friend, a warm cup of coffee, or a lesson learned from a challenge. This habit isn't about ignoring difficulties, practicing gratitude, but about strengthening resilience. You train your brain to find light even in dark moments, making adversity easier to bear. Daily Stoic practices provide mental resilience and clarity, helping individuals navigate life's inevitable challenges. By incorporating structured reflection, visualization, and review, Stoics cultivate inner strength and emotional balance. Morning reflection sets the tone for the day by anticipating potential obstacles. Asking, "What challenges might I face today?" prepares the mind for adversity, reducing the impact of surprises. Negative visualization is a practice of imagining worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on fear, but to develop acceptance and readiness. This strengthens adaptability and fosters gratitude for what one has. Evening review provides an opportunity for self-assessment. Reflecting on the day's actions, what went well and what could improve, encourages growth and self-discipline. By consistently engaging in these practices, one builds resilience, maintaining composure amid difficulties. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions. These daily habits reinforce that principle, fostering a mindset of strength, wisdom, and peace. Hard days will come, that much is certain. But within you lies a strength greater than any obstacle. You are not powerless. You have a choice. You can allow hardship to define you, or you can use it to refine you. Challenges are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones to resilience, wisdom, and growth. Think of those who came before you, leaders, thinkers, survivors. They too faced trials. They too had moments of doubt, but they pressed on, and so can you. This moment is your test. Face it with courage. Face it with wisdom. Face it like a Stoic, because you are stronger than you think.